Hello everyone, my name is Pink Yulia, and welcome back to Escape from the Princess. Although I could indeed use that money, besides, I feel a little guilty sending Zara to sleep with the roaches. How nice, it's decided then. Come, let's tidy up your bedroom. Zara grabs my hand and begins to drag me upstairs. Hey, that wasn't part of the deal. If you really want to clean, do it yourself. I have other things to do. The witch abruptly stops and spins around, and I almost bump right into her. What things? Stuff? I'll find something. I already found you something to do. Cleaning up the pigsty that is your bedroom. I didn't ask you, you know. Ignoring my cries, Zara drags me up the stairs. Bursting into my bedroom, Zara immediately scrunches her face with displeasure. But, I don't know. I think it's quite cozy in here. This is disgusting. How do you even sleep in here? I lie on my bed and sleep. Shall I give you a demonstration? I glare angrily at Zara, but upon catching my eye, she suddenly bursts into laughter and begins making the bed and picking up my things that are scattered all over the place. Come on, help me. I defiantly cross my arms and reply. No, I see absolutely nothing wrong with this room. Zara ignores me and continues cleaning despite my stubbornness. Realizing this would go much quicker if both of us were cleaning, I sigh and resign myself to helping. When Zara reaches a box filled with heavy books, she holds her hand above it and quietly whispers something. To my surprise, the books begin to fly up and out of the box, pages fluttering like huge paper butterflies. Then they settle themselves on the shelf in the closet, each in their proper place. I stare on in amazement and delight. I've never seen magic like this so close before, let alone in my own home. Oh, how did you... Magic? Zara cheerfully smiles at my astonishment. After witnessing such magnificent witchery, I'm ready to believe just about anything is possible. Well, anything except that this girl, who smiles so charmingly, is capable of causing anyone harm. Are you going to help me? Mesmerized, I simply nod and begin picking up clothing that's scattered all over the floor. Cleaning is terribly boring for me, but not today. Nice panty shot, I approve. Zara generously seasons the monotonous occupation with sprinkles of magic, and now I'm more than eager to help out. I don't even realize how hard I'm working. Besides, it turns out that Zara is quite the entertaining conversationalist. It seems cleaning up in her company isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Despite avoiding certain topics, Zara is clearly well versed in a great many things. I bet she was a great companion for the princess. I can't imagine ever being bored in her company. Thinking about the princess, I almost feel envious. After all, the princess was able to spend as much time with Zara as she wanted, not just the few days I have with her before she flees town. When the cleaning is finally done, I'm surprised to find that I'm not that tired. And the room is now fresh and sparkling clean, as if the likes of myself have never lived here. Even the cockroaches seem to be embarrassed by the change. They must be off hiding in the corners somewhere. Well, we're set now. And you were so against it at first. Zara admires the room, clearly pleased with her work. Then she turns to me. But you did well too. Good job. The unexpected compliment makes me feel a little uncomfortable. It wasn't my idea. I wouldn't have done anything if it weren't for you. But you helped me. Well, it's not like I... Suddenly, a horn sounds from the street, and the town herald begins to loudly read off an announcement. Understanding this may be something important, both Zara and I rush to the window. We can see little more than the rooftops, and the witch sighs in frustration. But I continue to listen intently. I'm fairly sure whatever news the herald reports will be related to my guest. If they really wanted to see, they could just go down to the kitchen. And I'm right. The young man announces that access to the port is closed, and all wagons and coaches in the area will be inspected thoroughly. A curfew is also now in effect, and the town folk are prohibited from leaving their homes after dusk. What is going on here? Zara, what did you do to cause this? The witch frowns. I told you, the princess is looking for me. She wants me back. I stare at her skeptically. I believe her even less now. But they've closed down the port. That's going to cause a lot of problems for merchants and travelers. This isn't just a curfew we're talking about. Isn't the princess going a little far here? All for the sake of a missing lover? I doubt the royal family would allow her to lock down the entire town over something so frivolous. Especially when her wedding is only days away. This doesn't sound like a lover spat, you know. Okay, I haven't been completely honest with you. But trust me, you don't need to know the whole story. We'll part ways soon. We'll forget all about each other, and everything will go back to normal. Persuade her for truth or trust her? Let's persuade her for truth. I've allowed you to stay in my home. I hid you from the guards. I'm protecting you, yet I know nothing about you. What if you're a murderer? We'll be sleeping in the same bed tonight. I just want to be sure nothing will happen to me in my sleep. Zara glares at me angrily. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead by now, and then I wouldn't need your permission to hide here. And anyway, do I really look like a murderer? Well, I don't think so. But on the other hand, I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Maybe you've been scheming against me. Zara grimaces and plucks her lip in irritation. Okay, you have a point. So what do you want to know? I want to know the truth, the whole truth. And what if I don't tell you? What will you do then? Turn me over to the guards? Zara seems very determined. I'm not sure I'll be able to get her to tell me anything unless she wants to herself. But at least she admits her story is a lie. I'm not going to hand you to the guards. We have an agreement. I'm glad you remember it. I can tell by the witch's voice that my persistence has angered her. Oops, bad ending, here I come. Apparently, my mistrust hurt her feelings, but would anyone blame me for worrying? I'll need to keep an eye on her. She hasn't answered any of my questions after all. So, what is your plan for now? You know, nothing else needs to be cleaned or put away. I'd gladly be far away from here right now, but that's impossible. I need to come up with some kind of plan to get out of town quickly. I give the idea some thought. That's not going to be as easy as it sounds. Since we're now under curfew, there'll be a lot of guards patrolling the streets. And the port is closed, so you won't be able to escape on ship. The roads out of town are being guarded too. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe it won't be so bad. Still, once you're out of town and on the road to one of the nearby villages, it'll be difficult not being noticed by the patrol. Though at least once you reach the village, you'll be able to hire a wagon. But taking the direct route will be too dangerous. So what do you suggest? I think I have an idea. Why not travel through the woods? I'm fairly certain the guard will only be watching the roads. But, just so you know, it's not the most pleasant way to travel. Wolves, bears, and other nasty things. That's not even to mention the risk of getting lost in the overgrown thickets. I see, but it sounds like I have no other choice. Keep in mind, the villagers may also be aware of your flight, and they value gold much more than the townsfolk. I understand. I'll be careful. I just need to get out of town, then I'll figure things out from there. Where do you plan to go? Anywhere, just away from here. You know, this is one hell of a reckless plan. Yeah, I know. Well then, we need to figure out how to get you out of town without being noticed. Zara slowly scans the room, as if trying to come up with an idea. And then her eye lands on the wardrobe. Rubbing her chin thoughtfully, the witch turns to me. I have an idea. I'm going to need some clothing that won't arouse the guard's suspicion. Perhaps that of a pilgrim, or a priestess from a local temple. Something that will allow me to pass without inspection. A disguise? Oh, I love it! That's a great idea. We should dress as Nerian priestesses and tell the guard that we're traveling south of town to the sanctuary. Everyone knows about the sanctuary. They won't have any reason not to trust us, especially if we play it off well. I hope you can act. I'm a pretty good actress myself, but... I'm going alone. The priestesses rarely travel alone, you know. If you go by yourself, it'll attract the guard's attention. But if we go together, we have a better chance at avoiding notice. Besides, they're probably expecting you to be by yourself. A lone girl traveling on the road will definitely arouse more suspicion. You're right. So, can you get the clothing for us? Now it's my turn to think. Well, it's not like they sell priestess garb at the market like apples or potatoes. And if I ask around about it, it might arouse suspicion. What about skipping the shopping altogether? If you can get into the monastery somehow, then you could... Are you suggesting that I steal from the priestesses? Hush, didn't you just say it can't be bought? I don't claim to be a saint, but I draw the line at robbery, especially from a monastery. Zara sighs. Fine then, we scrap the plan. But why? So we can't buy the clothing. We might be able to find fabric and thread in the right color. Are you suggesting we make the garb ourselves? Why not? We both know what it looks like. It wouldn't hurt to try. Very well, since there's no other option. Do you even know how to sew? Well, I can thread a needle, but don't let me near any scissors. I mean, assuming you don't want to end up injured. Okay, I'll take care of the scissors then. Although, we'll need to beg the gods for blind guards. Come on, have a little faith in our plan. They won't be able to tell us from real priestesses, you'll see. Zara looks at me skeptically. I have no doubt. We discuss our strategy and agree on the details before coming up with a decent plan of action. And Zara has agreed to tell me the exact location of the Romala medallion once we're outside the town's walls. I hope she escapes. It'd be a shame that after all of this, she was captured on her way to freedom. Say, do you regret helping me, even at the risk of your own life? Huh? Of course not, why would I? But you don't even know me. And this is a great place to stop. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!